Hello and welcome to all. Two climbs of the Grand Colombier are on the programme today. For most riders, one ascent sends shivers down the spine. So for most, this will be a Dantesque journey, because the two climbs are separated by the Col de la Biche, a thrilling stage for the climbers. Acceleration at the head of the peloton.
You're in for some hard work today, lads. With a finish at the top of the Grand Colombier, you'll have to keep a steady head. In a breakaway or in the peloton, you're going to have to count each stroke of the pedal if you still want to be fresh at the finish. Good luck.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Former world champion and stage winner in the Tour de France, Alberto Rui Costa is a fearsome and experienced puncher. The breakaway can't widen the gap. Although his list of achievements is short, at the side of his various leaders, Mikel Landa has proved that he's one of the best climbers in the peloton. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
He has ambitions for the polka dot jersey. Climber puncher, the Breton Warren Barguil is endowed with an attacking temperament. This has allowed him to take 2 stage wins in the Tour of Spain, and more notably, the polka dot jersey and 2 stages in the Tour de France. Watch out for him in the mountains. He may be young, but he's already proved that he can compete with the best. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. Good puncher and tireless attacker, Tim Valence is a rider who never throws in the towel.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez, les gars, courage. Bravo, les gars, c'est bien. Allez.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Continuez comme ça!
Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez les gars!
Courage.
Continuez
Allez
comme
les
ça!
gars, courage! Allez, courage les gars!
Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça!
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
On continue comme ça! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Bravo les gars!
Lâchez rien, allez! Allez les gars, courage!
Allez, les gars.
Courage les gars!
Allez les gars! Courage! Comme ça! Bravo les gars! Lâchez rien! Allez! Bravo les gars! Continuez comme ça!
Allez, les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y
Les
va.
gars, courage!
Allez, courage, les gars.
Continuez comme ça!
Allez, les gars, courage.
He's the highest placed of the climbers in the breakaway.
Allez les gars! Courage! Lâchez rien! Allez!
Allez, les gars, courage. Bravo, les gars, c'est bien.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Ouais! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Courage! Allez les gars! Courage! Lâchez rien les gars! Continuez comme ça!
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez les gars! On continue comme ça!
Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez les gars! On continue comme ça! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
les gars.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme
Allez
ça.
les gars, on continue
Allez.
comme ça. Lâchez
Lâchez
rien,
rien.
allez.
Allez. Continuez comme ça. Allez.
Bravo, allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Ouais. Continuez comme ça.
Allez, on continue les gars,
Bravo,
on continue,
les gars.
on continue.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça
Allez,
les
les gars,
gars.
courage.
On continue.
Allez, les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Lâchez rien, allez.
His teammates are riding hard. He must find the situation dangerous with so many riders who've broken away.
Allez les gars.
Go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Bravo les gars.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars.
On
Allez,
continue.
les gars.
A good climber, Guillaume Martin always rises to the occasion when the going gets tough.
Allez les gars. Courage. Allez les gars.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
Continuez comme ça.
Regularly among the top 10 in the leading stage races, Emmanuel Buchmann is a young climber who's begun to make a name for himself at the highest level. With his second place on the 2018 Vuelta at 23 years of age, Enric Mas is now one of the climbers to be closely watched on stage races.
Bravo, les gars.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça. Bravo les gars.
Continuez comme
Continuez comme ça.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Continuez comme ça. Allez. Courage. On continue. Allez les gars.
Allez, allez, les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars.
Comme ça.
Les gars, courage.
1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
Don't waste too much energy now. His teammates are hunting down the counterattack.
Courage.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have team comm.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
Allez les gars, quoi? Allez les gars, allez comme ça.
The gap isn't changing much. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. Adam Yates, like his brother Simon, has both the qualities of a climber and the resistance to allow him to figure among the leaders in the overall standings of the Grand Tours. Romain Bardet is one of the climbers who can compete on the global stage. He's a good climber and puncher, and it's best for his opponents that they keep an eye on him and not give him too much leeway, because he's not just good going up, he's also one of the best descenders in the peloton. TJ Van Garderen, alias TVG, is a good climber, but also a good rouleur, qualities that allow him to be regularly well-placed in week-long races. Very comfortable on hilly routes with steep inclines, Dylan Toynes is now one of the riders to be reckoned with in the Ardennes Classics. With 3 stage victories and a 3rd place in the general classification of the Tour of Spain, Tadej Pogačar is the revelation of 2019 when it comes to stage races. He's one of the up-and-coming riders in world cycling. Excellent rouleur, good climber, winner of Liège-Bastogne-Liège, the Luxembourger Bob Jungels is an all-round rider. Able to hold his own in the mountains, as attested by the polka dot jersey won on the 2018 Tour and by his epic spell in yellow in 2019, Julien Alaphilippe is above all a formidable puncher. He's already won the Flèche Wallonne, the Classica San Sebastian, the Strade Bianche and Milan-San Remo.
Allez les gars, courage! Lâchez rien les gars! On continue comme ça! Allez, courage, on continue les gars! Bravo les gars! Continuez!
Lâchez rien, allez.
He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
His teammates are riding hard. He must find the situation dangerous with so many riders who've broken away.
Allez les gars, comme ça.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez, les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Dan Martin is undoubtedly one of the best punchers in the peloton, but you must also watch out for him in the mountains. The rider who wins the intermediate sprint will score 20 points, the second will pocket 17 points, while the third will pick up 15.
Allez, allez, les gars.
Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Allez! Allez les gars! On continue!
Courage. On continue. Allez, les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Bravo les gars!
Allez, courage les gars.
Courage! Allez, continuez comme ça! Allez les gars!
First riders have reached the intermediate sprint.
On continue comme ça.
Allez les gars! Courage, on continue!
Watch out. He's organizing the chase behind you because you're dangerous. But nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars!
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Allez, les gars, courage. Allez, les gars,
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Courage! Allez les gars! Dégage!
Excellent climber, Rigoberto Urán is in the same vein as those Colombian climbers who have marked the history of cycling. Acceleration in the peloton.
courage.
Lâchez rien! Lâchez rien! Allez!
Continuez comme ça.
Lâchez rien! Allez! Allez les gars!
Continue, continue. Courage.
Lâchez rien.
Allez les gars!
Allez les gars, courage.
Les voilà.
Allez les gars!
Lâchez
Courage!
rien.
Continuez comme ça les gars! On est avec vous!
Lâchez rien, allez.
Bravo les gars!
Les voilà.
Bravo les gars! Allez, allez! Continuez comme ça!
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage!
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Continuez comme ça!
On y va, on y va, on y va.
Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, courage!
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Bravo les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez, 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 allez. Lâchez-vous, les gars.
Allez les gars.
Allez, les gars,
Allez
continuez
les
là.
gars!
Plus vite, plus vite.
Allez les gars!
Continuez comme
Allez,
ça,
allez, allez, les gars.
Allez.
Courage.
Lâchez rien.
Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars.
Allez les
Continuez
gars!
comme ça.
Continuez comme
Lâchez
ça!
rien, allez. Lâchez rien, allez.
Bravo les gars.
Bravo, courage.
Allez les gars,
continue.
courage.
He's the highest placed of the climbers in the breakaway.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, allez.
Allez, courage, on continue les gars!
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez
Allez les
comme
gars,
ça.
on continue comme ça!
Bravo les gars.
Courage!
Allez les gars,
Allez les
on
gars, allez
continue
go
comme ça.
go go. Allez on y va.
Allez les gars, on continue comme
Allez
ça!
les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars! Vite!
Allez les gars.
Allez
courage.
les gars!
Continuez comme ça, bravo les
Lâchez-
gars.
Allez les gars! Courage!
Lâchez rien, allez,
Lâchez
allez,
rien.
allez.
Bravo les gars.
Courage, on
Allez,
continue.
courage, on
The
continue
first
les gars!
ascent of the Grand Colombier goes via the western route.
Continuez
Called the
comme ça.
Monte de la Selle Fromentel, this route is 11 kilometers long with an average gradient of 8%. However, it's only the last 3 kilometers that are really scary.
Allez les gars.
The average there is around 13%, making it a real wall.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Lâchez rien, allez. Bravo les gars.
Bravo les gars!
Allez, courage les gars.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars, courage!
Lâchez rien.
On continue.
Ouais!
Allez les gars, on continue là,
Allez, les
plus
gars,
vite, plus
courage.
vite.
Allez les gars, courage! Mais voilà!
On continue
Allez
comme
les
ça.
gars,
Lâchez
courage!
rien, allez.
Ouais!
les gars.
Bravo les gars!
Continuez
Continuez
comme
comme
ça.
ça! Continuez comme ça!
courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez, les gars.
Allez, les
Là, ça y est, les gars. Allez. Continuez comme ça.
Courage. On continue.
Allez, les gars.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars, courage.
The first rider to the top will score 10 more points towards the climber standings.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
The front of the race is at Vieux-le-Petit. From now on, the going really gets tough because the slope is almost constantly over 10%. And now and again, it's closer to 20%.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
On y va.
Allez, les gars.
Comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, les gars. Continuez comme ça, les gars. On est avec vous. Continuez comme ça. Bravo, les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars.
Allez les gars.
Allez, les gars.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Allez, on y va. Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
C'est bien.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. the positions over the last climb. Go, guys. You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
Time for the musette. The riders will be able to pick up all they need to tackle the end of the stage.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage!
The Col de la Biche is classified as first category. The first rider will therefore pocket 10 points for the best climber classification.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite!
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage! Continue comme ça!
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
vite.
Lâchez rien.
Courage, on continue.
Allez.
Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Continue comme
On y
ça.
va, on y va, on y va.
Bravo les gars.
Bravo les gars, allez-y.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Allez, courage, on continue les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça les gars. On continue comme ça. Continue comme ça. Allez.
On continue comme ça les gars.
On y va comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça. Continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars. Continue comme ça.
On continue.
Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Lâchez rien. Allez. Lâchez rien les gars. Allez.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Bravo les gars, allez-y.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
After the summit, the road won't immediately drop down towards the plain. It would continue to rise for a short while before it slopes down towards Gignez. Technically, it's a fairly challenging descent, given the high speeds that can be reached.
Allez, courage les gars.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Courage, on continue.
Continuez comme ça. Allez.
Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça. Et voilà. Courage, on continue. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Lâchez rien. Allez les gars. Allez les gars. Courage, on continue.
Bravo, courage, on
Lâchez
continue.
rien.
Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
Mais voilà.
Allez les gars,
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Lâchez rien les gars. Allez. Oh, lâchez rien. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Continuez comme ça.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Mais voilà. Continuez comme ça.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Lâchez rien. Allez. Continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage les gars. Courage, on continue.
Allez, continuez comme ça.
Les gars, continue, là. Plus vite, plus vite.
Les voilà!
Les voilà.
Allez, continue comme ça.
Les voilà!
Allez les gars, continue comme ça. Allez les gars.
The descent is over for the lead riders. Another 15 kilometres or so, and they'll begin the second ascent of the Grand Colombier. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
Bravo les gars! Oh les gars, courage!
Les voilà!
Lâchez rien! Allez! Lâchez
Allez,
rien!
courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Les gars,
Bravo les gars! Continuez comme ça! Lâchez rien! Allez!
Allez les gars.
Oh le go! Allez les gars! Continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars!
continue
Courage!
comme ça, les gars.
Allez les gars!
Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça! Allez, continuez comme ça!
Only 10 kilometres left for the group at the front.
Allez les gars, continue là, plus vite, plus
Allez les
vite.
gars! Allez! Allez les gars! Courage! Bravo les gars!
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Courage!
Lâchez rien les gars! Allez! Lâchez rien!
Allez,
The
courage,
second
les gars.
climb of the Grand Colombier has begun.
Allez les gars, courage.
This time by the eastern flank, 17.5 kilometres at 7.2%. The slope is fairly constant, but there are a few ledges.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça! Allez, continuez comme
Allez, les
ça!
gars, continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça les gars! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Bravo les gars. Bravo, courage, on continue.
Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez le gros.
Le Grand Colombier is classified all category. There will be a maximum of 20 points to be earned for the polka dot jersey.
Bravo les gars. Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Bravo les gars.
Continue comme ça. Allez. Allez. Continue comme ça. Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars, courage. Et voilà.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Et voilà. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça les gars.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça.
10 kilometers from the summit for the lead rider.
Allez courage, continue.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Allez, courage les gars.
Allez les gars. Continue comme ça. Allez. Comme ça. Allez. Continue comme ça.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez. Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars. On continue comme ça. Allez courage, on continue les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Et voilà.
Continuez comme ça.
Et voilà.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, go, go, go.
Les gars, continue là, plus vite, plus vite. Allez les gars, continue comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Bravo les gars.
Allez les
Voilà les gars. Continue comme ça.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Another 7 kilometers and the head of the race still has a significant lead.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Bravo les gars!
Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Et voilà. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Comme ça les gars, on est en debout! Allez! Continuez comme ça!
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage.
There's an attack at the head of the peloton.
Allez les gars, courage.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
3 kilometers for the lead rider. He should win it.
Allez les gars, continue comme ça. Allez les gars, continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Only 2 kilometers for the lead rider. He's almost won it.
Mais voilà!
Continuez comme ça. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
The red pennant for the man at the front. He can start thinking of podium kisses.
Les gars. Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Continuez comme ça! Bravo les gars! Bravo les gars!
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Courage, on continue.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars,
Continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars, continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars.
continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Minutes ago, he was first across the finishing line. Here is the winner, the Lyon Colombier stage. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostess. Here is the yellow jersey of this tour. We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. He is in sparkling. We can say that everything...
It really is a stage to forget. We had the means to be amongst the frontrunners, and we didn't even get into the top 10. It's a disappointment. We retain the yellow jersey. It's today's source of comfort.